So the IWCA RDS Safe Standards calls for the chair to be attached to the harness. And the reason that is the case is because with traditional RDS, if we are riding a main line like this and we're sitting in our chair, if the main line were to sever, the descent device in the chair may go to the ground like this. It could fall off the legs. And so that's the reason that the RDS Safe Practices calls for an attachment. So we're going to show you two different ways that you can access your chair over the wall while keeping that harness attached or maintaining a two-line system. So with attachment to the chair to the harness, the one way we're going to show you is when you wear the chair over the wall. And so what we're going to add to our harness, to our sternal attachment here, is what's called a Kong frog. And basically we're going to frog this in. So it works like this. It opens up, clips to that carabiner there. And so what this would do is that main line severs, it holds everything there and it can't drop to the bottom. It will allow us to rescue or reattach our descent system to the safety line if need be. So we're going to show you now how you would actually go over the wall wearing your chair, which is probably the preferred method of the RDS Safe Practices. We will show you a chair jump here in a minute, but we want to show you this way, wearing the chair over the wall first. So we're simulating a parapet wall drop here. You can see my chair is on my butt and I'm already attached. I'm attached from the harness into this with my Kong. So it clips in, can't go anywhere. So now I'm attached the chair to the harness. That's my descent device and my rope grab is here. So I'm in a two-line system all the way over the wall. So we'll go over the wall now. Let the chair drop. And I was always in my chair the entire time. Now once we get in the chair, or here, we can orientate ourselves, make sure that our gear is correct. I'm in my chair, I can grab my bucket, whatever. But now if the main line were to sever for any particular reason, then I would still be attached to my chair. I could reattach my descent device to the other rope if I needed to. So this is what the really premise of interchangeable rope system is, that the descent device would transfer to the safety line. And now we're in good business, we're ready to go down. Simply come into our descent mode, rope grab is fine, it's outside of our chair, and now we go to the bottom. So the second way that we could go over a wall, and though it's widely done in the window cleaning industry, we're not really a big advocate of it, but we'll show you how you could safely do it if this is your preferred method. Again, it's not the most ideal situation, but a lot of guys do it, so we're going to show you this method. You notice that I'm in on my safety, and this method's called chair jumping. So it's where you hang your chair over already. You can see the descent device is attached there, but we're not in a two-line system here. And the RDS Safe Practices calls for maintaining a two-line system constantly. So on the wall, and I'm disconnected here just to show you, here is one line, but I am not in this line. Now, you could argue, well, yeah, but your safety's on, but again, the RDS Safe Practices call for a two-line system and maintaining that system the entire time. So the way we're going to do this and navigate this is we've added a lanyard to our back on our attachment, and we put a rope grab on the ride line. And I'm going to clip into that. Now that would have been clipped into before I was sitting on the wall. But now I am in a two-line system. I have two lines that potentially could back me up. So what we would do here, I'm going to disconnect this and get this orientated right actually. So as you can see, this comes across. Now as I go over, what happens in this one is that we're going to step down into this chair like this. We're going to go over the wall, find our footing, and as we go over, we're going to shimmy down into this chair, like so. And we get orientated into it like this. Now, we were wearing our Kong frog. So at this point, after everything is orientated the way I want it to be, we clip in. So we're going to take we're going to frog in to that chair. At that point, I'm in two lines now. So now what I can do is I could take this one off. I could clip it in. I could either take this with me or put this back up on the roof if I wanted to. And now I'm in a two-line system again. So we use two backups until we're into our descent line. Now we get orientated like we were before. Rope grab is here. I'm clipped in with my Kong, and now I can descend to the ground. The third way we're going to show you to go over a wall, it may be the best way. It's just a little bit different for our industry. We don't use it a lot. However, it's with what's called the Petzl Podium, and other brands make them as well. But if you notice, they attach right to the ventral attachment of the harness. So it's attached here to the side. I can snug them up and tighten it so that it fits right around my butt. You can see that I'm basically wearing it. So this is going to work very much like wearing the chair over the wall. The difference is going to be, rather than the weight being on the descender and the chair that I'm sitting in, the weight is going to be on the descender into the ventral attachment. The attachment to the chair is here at the ventral as well. So we'll show you now how we go over with the Petzl Podium. So we're up on the wall, safety's attached, ready to go. My descent device is also on the secondary line, so I'm in two systems. And the Podium I really don't have to worry about because the weight again is going to be here. It's really a secondary thing that's helping support some weight, but it's not at the load point. So I'm going to go over the wall just like I normally would. Set down nice and easy. Now that Podium comes right up underneath me, kind of like a chair, but it's already attached. So very safe way to be in a two-line system. I don't have to Kong frog in here because my chair is already with me. And if the main line was to sever, what would happen? Well, the descent device is still attached to my ventral. So we'll go down now, get everything orientated, rope grabs ready, get in descent mode, and go down.